He who hath ears to hear, let him hear. Matthew 13, verse 9. Day 146, Job chapters 41 and 42. I have heard of thee by the hearing of the ear, but now mine eye seeth thee. Job 42, verse 5. Welcome to my daily bread. It's Monday, May 26th, and today we come to the closing pages of the book of Job, where mystery becomes clarity, pain gives way to purpose, and God reveals himself in full majesty. Let's reflect together. In Job 41, God continues to speak out of the whirlwind, describing the terrifying strength of Leviathan, a symbol of chaos no man can tame. The message is clear. If we cannot even subdue one creature in creation, how can we possibly question the Creator? God is not minimizing Job's suffering, he's magnifying his own wisdom and power. And then Job replies. In chapter 42, he is humbled, quieted, awestruck. I know that thou canst do everything, he says. And in verse 5, he delivers one of the most beautiful confessions in Scripture. I have heard of thee by the hearing of the ear, but now mine eye seeth thee. It's the difference between knowing about God and truly seeing him. Job repents, not because his pain was imaginary, but because now he sees God's sovereignty more clearly than ever before. And then, restoration. God rebukes Job's friends for speaking wrongly about him, but he tells them to go to Job, the one they criticized, and ask him to pray for them. And Job does. He prays for those who wounded him. God restores Job's fortunes, doubles his wealth, and gives him more years, more children, and more joy. But the most beautiful restoration is not material, it's spiritual. Job now walks in deeper intimacy with the God who spoke in the storm. Let's reflect deeper. Have you confused hearing about God with actually seeing him? There's a difference between knowing facts and knowing his face. When has God moved you from information to revelation? Are you willing to let God be God, even when you don't understand? Job never got a full answer to why, but he got something better, God's presence. How do you respond to those who misunderstand or hurt you? Job prayed for his friends. Can you do the same? Are you open to the kind of restoration that begins inside you? God didn't just restore Job's life, he restored Job's view of him. Is that where your healing needs to begin? As we close, the book of Job ends not with perfect answers, but with a perfect God, not with resolution on earth, but with worship in heaven. Sometimes our storms don't pass when we understand. They pass when we see and surrender to the one who holds the whirlwind in his hands. Thank you for joining me today on Daily Bread Reflections. Tomorrow, we'll read Jeremiah chapters 42 through 46, where we'll see how people respond to God's warnings and what happens when we follow fear instead of faith. Until then, stay surrendered, stay trusting, and keep returning to the table. There's fresh bread waiting for you every day. If today's reflection blessed you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It helps us spread the word and reach more hearts with God's truth and grace. Tap the bell so you never miss a new devotional. Let's keep growing together. One day, one verse, one fresh word at a time. Thanks for being part of the My Daily Bread family, where the table is always set and the bread is always fresh.